everyone, it's me again, Simply Smiling. I wanted to share another quick ice cream recipe with you guys that love to eat ice cream like myself. This one I like to call apple pie ice cream because I love apples and it tastes like apple pie. I remember that so well. So I always use the green apples because they have more of a rich apple flavor. If I don't use the green apples, I will use the crisp apples. But I love to use these. So I normally use maybe 4 diced up apples. You don't have to pre-freeze these or anything. You're going to use them like so, like they are. But I do peel the outer off and then dice up the apple. And then you're going to use just that. Now I've done 3 apples. You can use however many you like depending on how much ice cream you want to make. So I've already sliced my apples and they're in the bowl here. And just slice them into chunks. It does not matter how you slice them. So you're going to add apples. In this recipe also, let me tell you what you have. Diced apples, 3 to 4, honey, your almond breeze milk again. I use vanilla bean sometimes, but I don't have any vanilla bean today, so I'm using vanilla flavoring. You can substitute that. And a little bit of honey if you want honey, and a pinch of salt. Now, I am going to eliminate the honey today and the pinch of salt. Salt is just a stabilizer for the product. It's not necessary. It does not do anything but add another little flavor that I don't want. And I'm not going to add the honey. I'm not going to add, the honey, because I'm going to add the maple syrup. But you can add all of those ingredients if you like. And you're going to need almonds. I use the slithered almonds. And if you want like a crust inside of your ice cream, you can use a regular ice cream cone, which on my plan is only 1 point added. And I'm not using the cone today either. So you want to add in your apples. And you're just going to add all your ingredients again into here to make it happen. You're going to add your apples, okay? You're going to start with a 1/2 cup again of the Almond Breeze. Here it is. Silk unsweetened vanilla flavored milk is the one I like. You're going to add that. Okay. On your vanilla, you're only going to use a small amount. Now, I like to start, I always taste it, but I use a 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla. If you're using a fresh vanilla bean where you cut it open and dig it out, use 1 vanilla bean. 1 vanilla bean is equivalent to a 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla. I don't normally pour this over, but I'm going to make sure I don't spill any extra in. And you just want to drop that in there like so. Okay, and on your maple syrup, I mentioned this yesterday, I'm sure I did. I use pure maple syrup. No sugar-free products for me. So you're going to open, this is a new one. You're going to open this one. And on here, you're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon. Actually, since I'm not going to use the honey, I'm going to use a whole teaspoon of the honey. And you just pour that in, of the maple syrup, I'm not going to use the honey at all. And you just drizzle that in like so. Okay? We're also going to use slithered onions, and we're going to use that last. Now, when I use honey, I do use this brand. It's another organic brand that I love, but I'm not going to add the honey at all. Okay? You want to put your lid back on, or have you get your gadget going. Okay, like so. Lock it on, and we're going to start it. Got to put it on right. Hold on. Okay. Didn't want to start for me. And just let that blend and let that go. Now this product will not be as creamy as if you use frozen. So hold on and I'll show you. Just let it go. Let's go. I always stop it to check the consistency of the product. So I'm going to open this up. And we're going in. Okay. It's looking good. Okay, it's looking good, but it's looking a little crunchy, meaning I'm going to add a little bit more of my dairy. I normally do use a whole cup, but for both ice creams, but I always like to start with a 1/2. Sometimes a 1/2 cup would get it. But by this not being a previously frozen fruit, I'm going to go and add another cup. Okay, and there we go. And there we go. It has a beautiful color. Just let it blend and blend smells really good. I'm gonna stop it. And this is actually ready. I can smell the honey and the apples in this. So normally you want to add any kind of product, like I'm gonna add the slithered almonds to this so that it'll have the crunchy nut flavor. So we're gonna open this up and take a look at it.
Come on, you don't want to come in?
Okay.
Come on.
We're gonna take a look. My husband is home. I'm sorry for the background noise. Put your blades away. And we're gonna look at the texture. It's real creamy. But once this is frozen, you have ice cream. This is gonna freeze because of the dairy product in here, and then you're gonna have your ice cream. I'm gonna taste this just to see if I like the flavor of the syrup, or do I need to add any honey. And believe me, people, this is so good. The honey and the apple is so good. So enjoy that. Once I serve this, I'll serve this with some slithered almonds on top. Enjoy.